Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking at something really fundamental. What does it actually mean to get ready, truly ready for a big moment?
Yeah, and our way in is through this fascinating teaching from the mystery school of Isis. Think ancient wisdom, initiation, that sort of thing.
We're digging into a transcription, actually, from a YouTube video.
Yeah.
It's called El Sendero de la Iniciación, parte 17.
Right, by Marcelo Martorelli. And it captures this really intense conversation between a disciple and a master.
You can really feel the disciples struggle. They've obviously put in the work, done all the things, but there's this gap, this feeling of emptiness.
Yeah, they basically ask the master straight up, how should I really prepare? Like, what can I do now feeling this empty to actually be ready?
It hits home, right?
Yeah.
That feeling of having done so much but still feeling like you're not quite there.
Totally.
So our mission, let's say, for this deep dive is to unpack what the master says next. Because it's all about shifting from, constantly doing things to just, being.
And you see that struggle in the question itself, this assumption that there must be more action required.
Exactly. They feel empty, so the instinct is, what else can I do? But the master's first response, it kind of flips that on its head. He says, dear brother, there's nothing more that you should do. Precisely what you must now embrace is the ceasing of doing.
Wow. Okay, so stop trying.
Pretty much. It's almost a paradox, isn't it? You prepare and prepare, and then the final step is stop preparing, in a way. Stop the doing part.
Yeah, it points towards internal readiness rather than just external actions.
He uses this great analogy, doesn't he?
Yeah.
About planting a seed.
Oh, right. Yeah. Once you plant it, you don't keep digging it up to check on it. You trust the process.
You let it grow.
Yeah.
Constant poking and prodding might actually mess it up.
Exactly. So the master's saying, look, you've done the groundwork. Now, trying too hard to control it, that's actually hindering things. It's about trust now.
And the disciple starts getting, you can almost hear the penny drop. They say, okay, so if I understand, what I'm missing is full trust.
Yeah, like I need to stop trying to control the how, the when, the where.
And just allow it. Allow it to manifest from love and trust. It's a huge shift.
It really is moving away from micromanaging everything.
And the master basically says, yes, that's it. True preparation isn't another item on the checklist.
No.
It's about lowering that internal resistance, that need to force things. Cultivating openness, maybe?
Yeah, receptivity, like creating the inner space for it to arrive, not trying to drag it kicking and screaming into existence.
Right. And then the master says something really profound about this state of non-resistance.
What's that?
He suggests that when your heart is truly, completely at peace, no demands, no conditions, it has to look like this.
Okay.
Then the thing you're waiting for, the manifestation, it just happens. It becomes inevitable.
Ah, so it's driven by your state of consciousness.
Exactly. You're not making it happen through effort. You're becoming the state that naturally allows it or attracts it.
That's fascinating. It implies the outer world sort of mirrors your inner state.
Yeah.
If you achieve that deep inner peace and acceptance.
The external thing just clicks into place.
Yeah.
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? How often we focus on changing things out there.
Without looking at the inner landscape first. Yeah, absolutely.
So naturally, the disciple gets curious. Okay, if it's going to happen, what's it actually like?
They want a preview.
Yeah. Master, do you know? Can you see what that moment will be like from your heart?
Like, give me a glimpse of the future I've been working towards.
And the master tunes in, describes this future scene, but it's notable for what's not there.
Oh, like what?
No anxiety, no fear, no desperate expectation.
Okay. So just presence.
Total presence, just being fully alive in the moment, surrendered to life. It sounds incredibly calm still.
Yeah.
And then he describes this subtle shift, not a big bang, but a feeling. Yeah, like the environment itself changes slightly. Feels intense, delicate, but also like this powerful, loving presence has arrived.
Wow. Subtle but profound.
And even a physical thing, like the body gently vibrating, recognizing it.
Okay, so it's not necessarily a huge external event you'd see on the news.
Maybe not. It sounds more like an internal shift mirrored subtly in the surroundings, like something's different, that quiet knowing you sometimes get.
Right. A shift in perception, almost. You experience the world differently in that moment.
Yeah. And then comes the vision. Master Elon.
The awaited teacher figure.
Appearing physically and just radiating this incredible love, so much so that the disciple in the vision starts crying.
Wow.
But the master is clear. This isn't like a final exam Elon is giving.
Okay.
It's more like a confirmation. Like, yes, this journey you've been on, all the ups and downs, it was real, it was valid. It's reassurance.
That's a beautiful way to frame it. Not judgment, but validation and support.
Exactly. And Elon is described as a brother, someone coming alongside.
Not a figurehead handing down decrees.
Right. Coming to expand the love that's already there. To teach more, open new doors spiritually.
So the encounter isn't an ending.
No, it's framed as a beginning, a catalyst for even more growth that could ripple out and affect others too.
That's a powerful reframe. The arrival is actually a launch pad.
Totally. So after hearing all this vision, the disciple feels different.
How so?
That gnawing anxiety is gone. There's a clarity.
Yeah, okay.
So they ask the logical next question. Is this feeling I have right now? Is this the state I need to hold on to?
Right. How do I keep this peace?
And the master says basically yes.
Yeah.
This. He calls it calm vibrante, certeza amorosa y sin exigencias.
Which means?
Like a vibrant calm, a loving certainty, but without any demands or conditions attached.
Okay, that specific feeling, that's the key.
That's the key. And crucially, he says, when you can sustain that state in your day-to-day life, not needing the external encounter to feel it, but just living from that place.
Then the encounter happens.
Then it happens. Naturally. It unfolds because you are the state that matches it.
Wow. So it comes back to embodying that peace first.
Exactly. Which leads the disciple, it seems, to finally grasp what surrender really means in this context.
Which isn't giving up.
No, not passive resignation. It's an act of trust, isn't it? Releasing that need to control and allowing life's own wisdom to operate.
That's a lesson that goes way beyond just this specific mystical path. That's pretty universal.
Absolutely. This idea that sometimes the best preparation is to stop the frantic doing.
And instead cultivate that inner wellspring of peace and trust. Yeah. It's valuable for anyone, really, navigating, life.
So wrapping it up, the core message seems to be, real readiness often looks less like busy work and more like inner alignment.
Yeah. Quietly settling within, consciously letting go of the need to dictate the outcome.
And trusting the process. Like the master said, less internal resistance.
Yeah.
That's what clears the path for what you're seeking.
It really prompts you, the listener, to think, doesn't it? Where in your life could you maybe gently let go of the reins a bit?
Right. Where could you stop the constant doing and instead try cultivating more of that trusting, allowing state?
What might actually shift or manifest if you really embrace that calm vibrante, that loving certainty without demands, just in your everyday life?
It's definitely something powerful to consider. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.